On this episode of Would Jaime Eat It, we're talking about one of my favorite foods. Yummy, yummy. Welcome back to episode 5 of Would Jaime Eat It. I'm Jamie, this is Barkley from Canada, turkey farmer. Bark, we've known each other since freshman year of high school, or grade 9. What's my favorite food, or one of my favorite foods?
I know one of your favorite foods that we're going to talk about today is peanut butter. And I'm glad we're talking about it because just for regular Joe Schmo consumer me, walking down the grocery aisle, it's a very confusing food. Is it healthy for me? Is it not healthy for me? Is the fat content good? Is it not? The natural, the organic, all the different varieties. Very confusing. So what's kind of your take on it?
Just like in episode 1 when we talked cheese, you got to use it for good, not evil.
Yeah.
And a lot of that depends upon the brand we buy. And we have so many brands. We have the ones we grew up with, Peter Pan, Skippy, Jif, or your Canadian version of those. All the way to now they have Jif Natural or Skippy Natural. Yeah, and what does that even mean sometimes? And it may mean different things with different brands. All the way to the organic brands that are a little bit more obscure. So yeah, it can be very confusing.
Yep, so I'm glad we're talking about it today. We're going to look at a very specific submission from Chris, who wants to know about his brand of peanut butter and whether or not would Jaime eat it. So let's take a look.
Cool.
Hey Jamie, Chris from St. Charles, Missouri. Big fan of this Wild Harvest creamy peanut butter. Really curious, would Jaime eat it?
All right, are you in dips, dude?
Don't worry about that.
Jaime getting some dips in today on episode 5. Chris, thank you very much for this submission. This is a brand, Wild Harvest, that I'm not that familiar with, so I'm curious about your review, Jaime. Wild Harvest organic creamy peanut butter. Would you eat it?
All right, right into it. The good, it's a simple fat source, a good fat source, 17 grams of fat per serving. It also has a decent protein content of 7 grams. Yep. The bad, it uses cane sugar, and I just don't really understand why. I know for taste, obviously, but they're making a healthy organic product. It only has 2 grams, but I just don't get
what's the point.
Exactly. The verdict is yes, I would eat this. It's only 2 grams. It's not making a huge difference. I would just prefer it not to have it.
Right.
So Chris, it's a good product. Keep eating it.
So there you go, Chris. Thank you again for the submission. Everybody, please keep the submissions coming in. WouldJamieEatIt.com, Facebook.com/WouldJamieEatIt. Check us out there. Send us your submissions, and we'll see if this guy over here would put it on his own personal menu. Jaime, any final challenges or thoughts for the day?
Yes. Change your level of peanut butter. What I mean by that, Bark, if you're eating Peter Pan, try to go with the natural version. Yes. If you're at the natural version, step it up to the organic version. Okay. Get as much of the junk out of it. The hydrogenated oils, the high fructose corn syrup, it's just peanuts. That's the best.
Yep. Okay. Thanks again for the submission. We will see you next time on Would Jaime Eat It?